What do you do when you find out someone you thought was your best friend took advantage of you in a vulnerable state? Forgiveness can be easy, but feelings of pain and betrayal can never be forgotten.
What she did to me, she said it was untrue. I know that hurt a lot. People don't know what you go through until you're in it.
Allegations that have been exposed nearly 8 months ago
I unequivocally deny the allegations.
and swept under the rug by legal teams
You've now been served cease and desist letters by my attorneys.
are now back in the public eye, this time with more victims and more claims. Can't stay quiet anymore, especially when other guys in LA told me what she did to them as well. I'm done being gaslighted and silenced. How did we go from this?
And I am a victim of continual attempts to cancel me and slander my name with false claims. It will not work.
To this. Jack, if you are reading this, I apologize. Sienna was in love with someone who just saw her as a friend, wasn't getting the attention I deserved, so I handcuffed us. And now she's being put under scrutiny for serious allegations.
We're all learning and growing.
But according to you, you have done nothing wrong. So what exactly are you learning and growing from? Are you saying that you did abuse him and that you're learning that that was not okay to do?
Can someone this young and in love also be calculating and deceitful?
Just know that the truth will prevail.
I'm finally ready to tell the world my story.
Let's find out. On January 20th, Jack Wright shed light into his personal life with a 17-minute expose video. He changed the timeline of what we once thought was a beautiful friendship. So beautiful, fans thought they were secretly in love. Breaking over 600,000 views in just 5 hours, and then 14 million views in a span of 3 days. What Jack revealed would change the life of his so-called best friend forever. Jack Wright and Sienna Mae are two 18-year-olds from California who rose to fame on TikTok. Jack is best known for being a member of the Hype House and boasts a following of 9.6 million. Sienna is known for her body-positive dance videos and duets, and she has 14.1 million followers. Before Jack reached his breaking point, there was a time he and Sienna seemed to be quite close. We're already 6 feet deep, let's f up the friendship. The pair never publicly confirmed their relationship, and it left a lot of people confused. The pair sent out mixed signals about their relationship.
Describe each other in one word.
Angelic.
I say joyous.
Jack, do you love Sienna for who she is?
I love her for who she is.
If this gets 20,000 likes, then me and Jack will get
We'll get married for the next
We'll
video.
get married for the next video.
Are you guys dating?
However, they claimed to be best friends. At the end of 2020, Sienna was set to appear in the Netflix series Hype House. The show was going to focus on the group of influencers who lived together in a mansion in LA and would focus on the group's personal lives. It isn't known for sure if Sienna joined the house or if she was just going to be playing a role in the series. Because they were filming for Netflix, Jack and Sienna posted a lot less of each other on their social media accounts. Some were concerned, but it was because their content was exclusive to Netflix.
Hey guys, so I just really want to come on here to kind of address the situation, and I know that a lot of you guys have noticed in my comment section as well as Jack's comment section that, you know, we're not posting as many videos together, and there's really one reason for this, and it's just because we're filming a Netflix show.
By May 2021, the show had finished filming and they resumed making TikToks together. They were seen vacationing in Hawaii together. Ugh, I wish Sienna was in Hawaii. Wait. Jack and Sienna's relationship was adored by millions. They amassed over 23 million followers collectively, but entering 2021, the pair stopped interacting, and what was shared during this time changed Sienna and Jack's relationship forever. In May 2021, Mason Rizzo, a friend of Jack's, posted tweets exposing Sienna. Jack and James have been my best friends since kindergarten. I struggle with seeing a girl getting praised after telling my best friend to end himself and SAing him numerous times after he set boundaries and then repeatedly wonder why he doesn't like you back. She also has a history of verbally abusing people in high school and in LA. She prioritizes the growth of her platform rather than the positive message she represents herself as. Followers should not be an excuse to get away with abusive behavior. You guys all deserve to know the truth about her. People who claim to know Sienna didn't have the best things to say about her. Aw, remember when she called me fat at school last year? Yes, I've been waiting for this. She's a bully. I never with her. She also made fun of me for having acne. I went to school with Shorty, and I can confidently say all this is true and more. Who remembers that lovely video of Sienna saying the N-word? Good on you, Riz. Everyone needs to hear who she truly is. There's more to say. She's disgusting and needs help. Jumping out of a moving car because he doesn't want to go home, hitting him in front of large groups of friends, and trying to control who he talks to and where he goes. Mason would later delete the tweet, explaining he, Jack, and Sienna's families all agreed to handle the situation offline. However, it wasn't that simple. Lawyers were involved behind the scenes, and statements were shared by both Jack and Sienna. Jack's statement confirmed Mason was telling the truth and encouraged Sienna to get support and help. Sienna's statement claimed the SA allegations were false. Despite agreeing to handle the situation offline, Sienna had to have the last word. In a YouTube video, Sienna denied the allegations and claimed someone else was behind Jack's suffering.
I unequivocally deny the allegations that I Jack right. We both know what happened, and we both know who it was.
Sienna said she supported Jack after his traumatic experience.
I was there for you through the aftermath and all those depressive nights. I would be there for you as a good friend because I cared about you so much.
Sienna said she asked Jack to be a part of this addressing video, but he declined. Sienna accused Jack of staying silent due to his own personal gain.
He knew that this would mean losing his online girlfriend.
Sienna confirmed they are not dating and further explained inconsistencies in their confusing friendship.
I will never know if he truly loved me. Even though he told me he did, all I can say is that I was in love with him.
Sienna also called out Jack for not denying the allegations.
It's not your place to allow false allegations to be spread about me.
According to Social Blade, after the upload of her video, Sienna lost over 400,000 followers in 3 days. 2 days later, and she lost another 200,000. Unexpectedly, a witness came forward and shocked everyone with damning evidence against Sienna Mae. On June 3rd, Jack's friend, Lachlan Hanneman, shared an Instagram story that had the whole TikTok community in shock. The video showed Jack allegedly passed out on the couch at a party and claimed the incident took place in November 2020.
Okay.
After showing Jack on the couch, Lachlan explained he was a witness.
This is me in the white hat. I was taking care of Jack while he was unconscious on the couch. Sienna then hops on top of him, and I didn't think nothing of it. I started hearing noises and I peeked over my shoulder, and it was exactly that. I was so thrown off guard that I had to flee the situation.
Lachlan said they did their best to keep Jack safe.
Whatever their relationship was at the time, obviously this was not right. So I went back and took Sienna off of Jack. Not to mention, when I got closer, I noticed her right hand inappropriately touching his crotch.
When Lachlan asked Jack's twin, James, about it, they got a surprising answer.
I talked to James and Jack the next day about the situation that happened that night. And James said that happens all the time.
The Instagram story expired after 24 hours. Sienna quickly spoke up, sharing a video that would haunt her for the rest of her life. On June 4th, Sienna decided she would speak up about the leaked video, but it wasn't your average addressing allegations video. Sienna appeared agitated and angry.
I am a victim of continual attempts to cancel me and slander my name with false claims. It will not work. I have tried multiple times to take this offline, and I am continually undermined by Jack and his inner circle.
Sienna questioned Lachlan's video and Mason's tweet, seemingly accusing them of a false narrative because their posts were deleted.
If you present evidence of somebody being don't you think you should stand by it? You don't delete evidence.
Sienna then argued that what we saw from Lachlan's video was only half the story.
The clip of me kissing Jack, he is also kissing me. He was kissing me back. If he was unconscious, why did his arm move when you got up? My hand is very visibly on Jack's thigh, upper thigh.
She said Lachlan's video was clips edited together. According to Sienna, in the first clip, Jack was allegedly awake during their kiss. And in the second clip, Jack allegedly fell asleep shortly after they kissed.
Having your friends take a 10-second clip out of context of this entire night is not.
Sienna tried to explain their touchy-feely dynamic was part of their friendship.
Jack and I were very touchy-feely with our friendship. This is the way that we interacted with each other. This behavior was normal.
Sienna addressed the relationship again, this time with more details. She claimed Jack was sending her mixed signals and gave an example that happened the night Lachlan filmed the pair. Sienna said prior to the incident, they were at a party elsewhere and Jack introduced Sienna as his girl. It's unclear if Sienna took this as a signal to kiss Jack later that night. Sienna then argued there was no SA because Jack and James willingly hung out with her the next day and filmed a romantic video together.
If there was a problem, why did we continue to hang out? And why did we continue to film flirty videos?
Sienna said the alleged incident took place in November 2020, but they continued to hang out and film until May of 2021. Why would Jack do this? Sienna's conclusion was Jack used her knowing she was in love with him.
It benefited you on social media, and you allowed and encouraged these TikToks to happen.
Sienna also had a lot of criticism towards everyone involved. James.
If Jack was being in this moment, James, why did you record it?
Lachlan.
Oh, and this screenshot right here is proof of what you think of the guy that defended you.
And Jack.
Jack, if you really feel like I you, why didn't you report me? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you come out with these claims months ago? Why didn't you stop hanging out with me every day? Why didn't you say anything till now? This has all been claims of your friends. False claims.
Sienna claimed she was not the assaulter and had a message for Jack.
Jack was, and I was not there. You have to stop misplacing your trauma onto me.
Sienna said she sought out a legal team because the allegations are false.
You've now been served cease and desist letters by my attorneys. Do you really think I would follow through with legal action if these crimes were true? No, because they are not true.
Sienna said all the hate and threats telling her to end her life made her want to cry and disappear.
And this amount of negativity is something that no one should ever experience.
But she said she will make it her goal to talk about cancel culture because of the severe impact.
Now I am literally being associated with these false allegations that I will probably never be able to get away from. These are real allegations that have real implications on people's lives, now including mine and yours, as well as both of our families. As a generation, I think we need to work on formulating our own opinions while we are informed. Everyone's mind shifts like this.
She ended the video by calling out Jack and his friends one last time.
The evidence you may have may be convincing to 12-year-olds on TikTok room, but according to legal experts, this does not hold up. And you will learn karma is real.
At the time, Jack couldn't truly speak his mind. Jack thanked his followers for their support, but didn't confirm or deny what happened. Thank you all for your support. But the public became confused when Jack responded to an SA survivor who empathized with him. His name is Brandon Q, and he quickly shut down Sienna's criticism towards Jack about not speaking up sooner.
I can see now why he was silent. As a man who's been before and know that nobody would believe him when he said it because anybody else would have said, oh, you're lucky to have had that happen to you. In any case, it is not lucky, it is a trauma that you have to process.
Brendan said it's also likely Jack didn't realize what happened to him until it was pointed out. Brendan said he watched the video evidence many times and firmly believes Sienna SA'd Jack.
His hand moves because it falls off of his friend's back. Your hand is on his crotch, it is not on his upper thigh. He was unconscious.
Brendan called out Sienna for her aggressive behavior.
You did a bad thing, and I know you're trying to right it in every way you can. I know you've got a lot to lose, and I know you've got a lot to live for. You just attacked in a way that is supposed to be an apology or righting the wrong. What you're doing is manipulating right now.
Brendan ended his video by giving everyone hope in the messy situation.
Just know that the truth will prevail.
Jack thanked Brendan for speaking out. This seems to have sent Sienna in a deep spiral, because after a month passed by, she had something to tell the world. Sienna tried to dig herself out of her cancellation with a video many people found extremely confusing and embarrassing. In the video, she explained that she took a month off of social media due to negativity from commenters. She said the time off gave her time to reflect on herself and her life.
But through struggle, I found clarity within myself and with who I want to surround myself with.
Sienna said her purpose in life was to create and inspire.
Creating and inspiring is what fulfills me. I know that this is why God and the universe have given me this platform.
She believed that even if she were to only inspire one person, she accomplished her goal. She ended the video with a dance to Sam Smith's song Young, which includes the lyrics, "If you want to judge me, then go and load the gun. I've done nothing wrong. I'm young." Many weren't impressed with her comeback. A dance video? Throw away these influencers. I forgot about her. She just needs to stay off the internet, TBH. Did Sienna Mae actually break out and dance as her return, or am I seeing things? Over the course of 6 months since Sienna's comeback, Jack and Sienna stayed silent about the allegations, possibly hoping that everyone would forget about the situation, including themselves. But it wasn't long before Jack's perfect composure fell apart. He was finally ready to speak his truth, and the karma Sienna was talking about,
and you will learn, karma is real,
came back to bite her. On January 20th, Jack Wright shared with over 14 million people that their relationship was not as picture perfect as we thought. Jack said he felt Sienna was invalidating his feelings in her previous addressing false allegations videos, and said Sienna was the one making false claims.
The most hurtful thing is that what she did to me, she said it was untrue.
Jack said Sienna was behaving like a victim by gaslighting them, bringing up how much she loved him and how much he used her for clout.
Which was all lies.
Jack spoke about Brandon Q's video and teared up having to remember his alleged SA experience.
I think his video was one of the reasons why I was okay.
Jack shared an alleged story of the first time Sienna showed her bad side to him.
She was dating my good friend. She cheated on him 2 times.
Jack put her alleged mistakes aside and said he believed in second chances and wanted to see the good in people. But as the saying goes, when someone shows you their true character, you may want to believe it. Sienna mentioned how in love she was with Jack, but he exposed her alleged off-camera behavior.
She was seeing and talking to other guys in LA all the time.
Not that this mattered to him.
We were making dance trends, we had fun. It was just strictly friends, and we both knew that.
Jack addressed the video his brother James recorded in Hawaii, telling a different story from Sienna.
I was passed out unconscious. She got on top of me, took advantage of me, grabbed me. They said they pulled her off of me. My twin, a friend, and another friend got in an argument with Sienna saying, "You can't do that. Jack doesn't like you like that."
Jack said he was glad his friends had evidence of the incident and described how Sienna allegedly reacted to finding out she was caught on camera.
After Sienna found out about the video, she said sorry. She said if this got out, she would be done, that it's horrible, and she's working on boundaries, and she was seeking therapy.
That's not everything Jack claims he went through. That was just incident 1 out of 7 between Jack and Sienna. Incident 2. Jack and Sienna finished filming, so they decided to relax in the bedroom. Jack said he was chilling out on his phone when all of a sudden, Sienna allegedly made out with him and exposed herself.
She got naked, like completely naked, nothing on, and straddled me. Quickly told her, "Sienna, get off. We're just friends."
Jack said he did not consent to this and said it took some time to get Sienna to stop.
I kept on saying, "Sienna, stop, get off." I pulled her off of me, and it took like a couple tries because I didn't want to be like too rough, and I went out of the room.
Jack said Sienna apologized the next morning, to which Jack told her he didn't like her in a romantic way once again. Jack said this behavior became a pattern.
She would do something, and I would forgive her.
Incident 3. Jack said Sienna got mad and screamed at him for taking pictures with other girls at a house party. He said Sienna asked him to go into a private room to talk and screamed at him again.
I was like, "Sienna, there's no reason for you to be mad when you're getting with other guys in LA."
During their argument, Sienna allegedly tried to get romantic with Jack.
That's when she pulled me in and grabbed me and tried to make out with me, and I got pissed and told her to leave.
Jack said Sienna was allegedly yelling at everyone at the party, so it was better if she left. He said 2 friends tried to take her home, but she allegedly jumped out of the moving car while saying, "I have to get back to Jack," and ran back to the house party. Jack was not okay with this.
I was like hiding from her, and I was just waiting for her parents to finally pick her up.
Incident 4. Jack said Sienna would allegedly break into his house often because she remembered the door codes and he had to scream at her to get out of his house. Jack said sometimes he would be awake late at night and see her car parked outside, but other times he woke up to Sienna in his room, taking advantage of him.
When I was sound asleep, she'd come into my room, and I'd wake up to her hand in my pants.
Jack said it happened so often that it became normalized behavior.
I didn't think there was such like a problem at all. Like part of me wants to blame myself for being nice and sticking around after so many times. But now I realize that I was stuck in this like manipulative cycle.
Incident 5. Jack said one night, Sienna allegedly ripped off his clothes and touched his crotch area while trying to make out with him. Jack said he asked her to stop, but she couldn't, so he took matters into his own hands.
So I like locked the door, she was trying to get in, and I literally just slept on the floor, and she finally went to bed.
Jack said Sienna apologized the next morning and he confronted her about boundaries.
I'm like, "Sienna, this happens so many times, like, you do not respect boundaries. You just, oh my God."
Incident 6. Jack said he felt Sienna and her family planned a trip to Hawaii the same time he planned a trip to Hawaii with his family.
Hearing that she was coming back, it was like, this cycle was never gonna end. She was always gonna make her way back towards me. She wasn't respecting my space at all.
Incident 7. Jack said during a different trip to Hawaii with friends, Sienna found a way to join the trip even though she was not initially invited. During the trip, they went to a party and Sienna allegedly got mad at Jack for talking to another girl. Jack said Sienna took him to the bathroom and told him she wanted to leave while blocking the door from Jack with her legs wrapped around him. Jack said later that night he made sure they got different rooms, but Sienna still allegedly showed up in his room. Jack said he locked his door and went to shower, but Sienna allegedly picked his lock.
All I heard was just like the door opening, and that's when I was just done. I screamed at her, told her to get out. She started crying. She went and slept in my bed, and I went to my friend's trundle bed that was like upstairs.
This alleged behavior of acting on her own, overstepping her boundaries, and then apologizing was a pattern. Jack explained why it kept happening.
I almost felt like I owed it to her for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I felt like she had this like control, like this power over me. I was like stuck. I was like terrified for some reason, which she shouldn't be from like a person.
Jack explained why he stayed friends with Sienna after her alleged violating behavior.
I truly thought she was gonna change for some reason. I feel like she'd say she had so much love for me and that she truly cared for me, and then the next night she would do something like that. She knew I had those boundaries.
Allegations that showcase a pattern of behavior are often not isolated. 13 minutes into his video, Jack gathered receipts showing DMs with 3 other alleged victims. Victim 1 said Sienna was aggressive towards him and friends also had to hide him from her. Sienna crossed the line with this person when she allegedly slept on top of him and kissed his neck as he was passed out drunk on the couch. Victim 2 said Sienna also allegedly took advantage of him while he was drunk and interested in someone else. Victim 3 said he and Sienna were drunk and she allegedly grabbed his face and made out with him, to which he pushed her off. Jack and the victims had a message for everyone.
We don't want her to hurt anybody else. I feel like you should never have to like worry about like falling asleep and waking up to one of your good friends like touching you, you know? At the time it feels humiliating. You feel like you have no power. It sucks, and there's gonna be people that try to take advantage of you, and that's not fair. That's not fair at all.
Jack shared his experience so others could learn from his situation.
When I was arguing, getting heated, or when I was asleep or passed out, that's when she would take advantage of me because she knew I was at my most vulnerable state. When I'm awake, I hated it. I hated that touch. A lot of the time it's usually like the nice people that like let people walk all over them, and that was me.
Despite Jack's traumatic experience, he still had something positive to say.
I think that's one of the things she gave me was I learned how to be more bold and finally say no and know that it was right to speak out.
Jack shared words of encouragement for other victims.
I want to be that person that says it's okay. It's okay to speak out. You're not going to be known for that. Your feelings are valid. I believe you, and you can talk to anyone. You can talk to me.
Jack took a moment to address Sienna personally. He addressed Sienna's claim about him staying silent.
I didn't stay silent in this situation over these last couple months. I talked to my friends, my family, my parents, counselors, and I was able to process everything.
He called out Sienna, accusing her of alleged fake behavior.
As of Sienna, I don't know if she'll ever be sorry. I don't know if she'll ever learn from what she did or she'll ever admit to what she did.
Jack spoke about the serious impact Sienna's alleged behavior had on him.
I don't think I'll ever be the same person I was before Sienna.
Without a word from Sienna, she silenced public opinion by turning off her comments on her social media accounts. 48 hours went by since Jack's video was posted, and Sienna's team dropped a legal statement that had the internet furious. Their statement, full of denials and criticisms, read, "His latest falsehoods in the highly edited video show that once again, Jack is making a calculated action to hinder, hurt, and harm not only Sienna's reputation and livelihood, but her as an individual human being as well." There's been no police investigation, no charges, no private lawsuit, and no contact between Sienna and Jack or their respective legal teams in many months. It was always Sienna's desire and intention to handle this privately versus in the court of public opinion, as she would never want to sensationalize or degrade the seriousness of sexual. Jack and his collaborators have attempted to utilize blatant shaming culture to justify their fictitious claims and have effectively victimized a successful woman of color in a way that, regrettably, we have seen many times before, all in an effort to use her suffering as a catalyst for their own personal gain. Sienna was heavily criticized for making the situation about herself, not her trying to victimize herself. The fact that they see an accusation of SA as a campaign to slander says a lot. They pulled the woman of color card. They're literally degrading a SA victim with the classic, "Why didn't you go to the police line?" What the f? That's sick. We saw the video of her doing it? After 72 hours, Sienna decided to pour her feelings out in a 15-minute blog post on Medium. But is this really enough for her redemption? Sienna Mae Gomez, Reflections from an 18-year-old Me. Sienna shared reasons or excuses for her behavior towards Jack. Sienna spoke about her relationship with Jack and how she was originally closer to his twin brother James. At the start of her career, she had asked Jack to accompany her to an interview in LA as he already had a budding career. She claimed Jack introduced her to LA and they began to make content together, causing people to ship them. We instantly connected. He was my person. We got each other safely home after parties. We had each other's backs. People noticed the spark between us and our videos together went viral. Suddenly, we were America's favorite teenage ship, and it all happened so fast that neither one of us really knew what it meant. She claimed that the filming of the Hype House show confused her feelings for Jack. Two 17-year-olds being pressured again and again to answer questions like, "Are you more than friends?" and "What do you love most about him, her?" It was so confusing and emotional as we both started to realize that uncovering the truth behind our relationship, which we agreed not to put a label on, was a major storyline on the show. The more they pressed me on camera, the more emotional I got because I wasn't sure if we were friends or more. Sienna said for the show, they would act as if they were a couple, but off-screen, Jack rejected her. Everywhere we went, he introduced me as his girl, but then take pictures and blatantly flirt with other people. I was jealous, but more than that, I was confused. Why was I here? Why was he introducing me as his counterpart, telling me to wait patiently to be together if he didn't really want any of it? As Sienna already mentioned twice in her 2 previous videos, she asked Jack to join those videos with her, but he declined. She continued to accuse Jack for stepping back because of money-related issues. He liked me when he needed me for a video or for work, but he didn't like me otherwise. He told me we had brand partnerships riding on our fake one, and that it wasn't fair to him. Sienna repeated what she explained in her 2 Addressing Fake Allegations video and continued to accuse Jack's friends of manipulating the situation. Lachlan narrated the whole thing to make it look like it was something it wasn't. Though they took it all down, it really didn't matter. The damage had been done. Sienna said she regretted posting the 2 videos to her YouTube channel and that she wished she had been a better ally to SA survivors. She also blamed the situation on her love language being touch. Growing up, I was taught to be communicative and treat each other with love. For me, that means hugs and physical affection, which means yes, I would wrap my arms around Jack to hug him when I was feeling insecure or when he was. Looking back, I see that I should have met him at his love language versus mine, and I'm sorry for that, because I think it meant we blurred boundaries that should have been stronger. She also took the time to apologize to Jack. Jack, if you are reading this, I apologize if there were times that I made you feel uncomfortable. I am sorry if anything I ever did triggered other things you have experienced or any feelings of discomfort. She finished her blog post thanking her supporters. "Thank you for showing me love, despite my flaws and mistakes. I recently saw this quote. To make mistakes or be wrong is human. To admit those mistakes shows you have the ability to learn and are growing wiser. As I enter the 2nd week of my 18th year, I'll let that be my guide." Some people in the comments supported her. Sienna, you are going to be okay, love. Just breathe and speak your truth, as you just did now. Remember, your wording is very important. People tend to hear only what they want to. Breathe, love. Sit back and think about your next steps. Please stay safe. You are going to be okay. People who comment things like this are the ones who need help and need to stop projecting. Wish you everything well in your journey. However, not many people accepted her apology. Coming from a trauma educator and survivor, this statement and this whole post is not the action of an ally. It's an affront to all survivors of I understand your character is being assassinated, and if your legal team has not dissuaded you from this route, that's your business and theirs. But you've said many things that are potentially harmful to the millions of people dealing with this issue. Don't know the boundaries of your relationship isn't the apologize to do whatever you want. Being teens isn't an apology to ignore the rules of civil life. And the fact you say being a teen sucks demonstrates that you don't understand the crux of the matter. It's beyond sick that people defend her. Their excuses were, oh, but her love language is touch. Doesn't matter, you were unconscious and didn't consent. It was SA, full stop. Her supporters are delusional. We are here for you. I'm so sorry. I helped him with his career and my parents love each other. That is not an apology. Why is Sienna Mae making herself the victim? Why Sienna Mae felt the need to add pics of her and Jack like it was a blog post to her apology? Sienna Mae's entire apology was just, OMG, I thought being an adult would be so fun. No matter how hurt, desperate, and heartbroken Sienna is, people can't get this image out of their head. Even if you choose not to believe Jack's truth video, the video James filmed back in November 2020 is very damning. Sienna's face can be seen from another angle while she speaks in an angry tone with Jack's friends. Sienna claims her hand is on Jack's upper thigh, but you can see one of her fingers is on Jack's crotch. 7 days after Jack's video was posted, Sienna privated both of her addressing false allegations videos. This comes after Sienna was advocating for speaking up about cancel culture.
After feeling the pain that I felt these past few days, I will make it my goal to talk about cancel culture.
And not deleting evidence.
You don't delete evidence.
She also continued to private the rest of her videos. Then Jack spoke up again, addressing Sienna's blog post. He sent a statement to NBC to say he appreciated Sienna's statement and thanked people for being so supportive of him. I truly appreciate Sienna's acknowledgement that she made mistakes and that she did not fully understand consent. It is a step in a positive direction. I believe Sienna is struggling to face the truth and the harmful, painful choices she's made. Every word in my video is the truth. I hope she continues to get the help she needs so this never happens again. His statement ended with a link to RAIN, which is an organization for SA survivors. As of the end of January 2022, Sienna has lost 1 million followers, going from 14.9 million down to 13.9 million. Many of us dream of having our lover also be our best friend. But this type of love cannot be forced. The happy ending Sienna was looking for was never there. Jack didn't have mutual feelings. Boundaries were broken and both sides were left traumatized, one by fear and another by hate. Until Sienna comes forward with proper evidence, this seems to be the end of Sienna Mae's career.